Not really.
Okay. How did you like the furry con?
It was genuinely a pretty good time. I will say. I was not expecting. I don't know what I was really expecting, but this is the first one of these I've ever been to. I'm not really personally a furry myself, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it
How
was,
did how did you both like it together?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. It
you
was
know,
pretty fun.
I genuinely had a pretty good time.
Um, so would you guys be willing to come back next year?
I think I would. You know,
I don't see why not. I think I'd like to do a lot of stuff, honestly.
I hate this. My camera's acting funny. So, what is this your first con?
Yes. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it is my first in-person
Are you a furry?
con. Yes.
What's your name?
Ichigo.
Each
Yeah.
Bleach.
Yeah.
Bleach. Well, yours says the blue bumpers.
That's his YouTube channel.
yeah, that is my YouTube channel.
You're a YouTuber too.
Yeah, not much of one. I just make little videos for the fun of it.
So do we.
Here's that one.
So, what does the furry fandom mean to you?
Honestly, it's just all of my friends except for him, basically, and then a few other people are all furries, and it's just some of the you can have some of the best people in it that are just unique and fun to be around and the right types of weird, hopefully. So a lot of my friends are just come from it. And it's a great time. It's so creative, a unique place to be.
Did you get a lot of pictures?
I did get a lot of pictures, at least a decent few.
Are you guys from St. Louis area?
Yeah, Kansas City originally.
I'm also from Kansas City. I came from Orlando.
We've got a lot of furries here from around the United States.
Seems like it. A lot of people here, that's for sure.
I'm from Columbia, Missouri,
That's a good deal.
but I moved up here to get away from my family.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to share?
I'm not sure I got nothing else. You?
I don't think I have anything else. So.
You guys like any of the panels?
Yeah. Well, we went to the photography one, which was really cool. The History of Dragons, I really enjoyed the History of Dragons.
I did too. But the photography was really useful, and it was fun because he actually had his camera able to show the photos that he just took on the screen, and how he was messing with a lot of the settings. It was really good to see how somebody with a good lens and camera.
That is a
show
good
all the
lens
settings.
and camera on yours.
It is, yeah.
You're a photography major, aren't you?
Biology. I'm taking a photography class now. So.
All the music was really good too. I'll say, enjoyed every band that played.
Did you guys attend any of the dance competitions too?
We attended them. We did not participate though. We don't dance. I don't dance, especially.
Once we got later in the night, I eventually got him to dance though at the set.
Once I got drunk, I didn't mind dancing.
By the way, y'all do know when we have wedding guests here, if they start mingling around, let a staff member know.
Oh, they were cool though.
Yeah,
They were the life of the party.
when they're trying to get to their wedding, they're not.
Yeah.
Always follow directions and be safe and stay hydrated. I hope you guys have a lovely con.
I can do that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
By the way, that's a lowercase. You can look it up with the lowercase I.
I'm taking
You took-
if you don't mind.
Sure.
That's the first one that come out the clearest, so I just want to make sure I
Here,
got it.
I will do it like this so you can.
Gotcha.
I can do this. You might want to step over here.
Sorry, my camera on this thing ain't the best.
You need to clean the lens.
I definitely do. Need a new case. This one's starting to get a little.
If that's a protective screen, then you definitely need a new one.
That's not protecting much no more.
Nope.
Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you.
Everybody has like people think there's E and slimy, like they forget about the O and awesome. It's just, I think it's back.
Ooh, my top fans jumped on. I have 6 top fans. This is the FurryCon where I'm doing live interviews at the GFM here in St. Louis, Missouri at the Hilton Ballpark Hotel. Iroppoi Spiritwolf will be here until 9 p.m. to volunteer and to do interviews. Talk about people's experiences. So if any of the furries out there sees me here, please come and give what you think. You don't have to, I'm just asking. And have a good con. I'm outside the 18 plus dealer's den and artisans alley. If you don't see some people on camera, that's because some people do not like being videotaped. It is nice to see people coming on. I am right here. I'm going to stay right here until people want to come this way. I'm sitting here waiting for people. I am doing live interviews for y'all's experiences for my YouTube channel if you like to participate. I'm probably going to be putting this facing the tree so that people that don't want to be videotaped will not be videotaped, just the tree. Until I wait for more people to show up. So here's the thing about this FurryCon. I enjoyed it. My very first one was in 2006 in Columbia, Missouri in Peace Park. And we were so jam-packed, we did not even have room for a stage. We did not have room for anything. It was $20 to get in, and you didn't have these online free registrations, so it's just $20. You had people showing up in the mascot uniform from MU, Douglas High School, Hickman. Of course, they were Cupies, and I don't know why they would show up in that because it's so embarrassing. And also, as Bruins, Rockbridge. We had Eagles. We had them all show up. We had people that did not have furry suits, their personas on. But it was so jam-packed we could barely move. This is my second one here in St. Louis. Well, first one in St. Louis, second con altogether. And so far it's been fun. Volunteering's been fun too. I do expect everyone to stay hydrated and follow the 621 rule. 6 hours of sleep, at least 2 meals, and 1 shower minimum. Permit. Also, if you have time, just try to fit like smaller meals in, or go get a third meal if you need be. If you are diabetic, definitely bring some fruit along because that natural sugar will help. I'm also a walking apothecary. Just don't expect me to have any insulin because I don't have that. I have actual sugar on me.
Thank you. It's so fun.
Live interviews for people's experiences. I'm going to keep this open as long as I can.
All three of them together, I had to invent new ways of like attaching the right thing. Like I ended up like changing roles
I'm doing live interviews for your experience for YouTube. It's okay.
No, it's probably because I end up bitching because my ex is here and I have a restraining order against him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't pause it, but it's okay.
It's actually live. Oh crap! I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Never mind. I said nothing.
It's okay.
No, it's.
No, what I'm saying is, I am here at the con. If you guys don't see my picture or see me floating my head around, looks like I'm outside the window, head in the clouds. I'm still sitting at Artisans Alley doing live interviews with people that would like to do them. Welcome to the channel. I know I don't have a very beautiful voice. Sorry. Doing live interviews for the con to find your experience. I even got my little air pairs because it is my volunteer tag. When people come up, I will be. Yes, I am wearing my Stitch shirt, y'all. Stop asking. If you ask. I will be doing live interviews. I'll flip it around as soon as someone comes up and does an interview. Doing live interviews to find out your experience. I'll do some more later tonight as well.
The other ones are, I usually sometimes manage to get into this now I do.
Okay, yeah, your sister passed away. I can understand that,
But yeah, and then
I love your shirt, hon. I love the bag as well, the embryon. Live interviews to find out how your experience was and is going.
like some kind of maybe for
I might actually go into Diller's Den for a little bit to look around and do live and in there as well. I'll even walk down the artist alley to find out how they're doing.
that would be here. But you done, the price would be a lot better for getting trying to think. But I think
If anyone wants to meet me over here, I'm here.
lifters, they're
of it happening. Last year, someone going to trip down south because of the food, which we feel like all right. And he was like, I promise you to take it anyway for this.
But they want.
Yeah,
But
I watch
I've
Little
done
Mysteries.
like you'll see on my examples of daily examples. Like you can like rotate.
I watched it on first grade.
And like basically
Yeah.
I watched enough of that stuff too.
And the other thing too is his friend.
I actually
Awesome. Let's see here. Doesn't seem to see any issues.
that's another thing to do.
Thank you for the 2 people that just joined. I am still right here. Would you like to give an interview for your experience?
I did it.
You need to actually do something about the person. He had brought paperwork showing that. But when you think they would do something about it?
And then when I mentioned to him, he was like, oh, I never heard that.
I will be right back. I'm closing my window.
Oh, I can watch someone else. Oh, you're a volunteer too, They will literally walk past me and I'll try to talk back and I did that like I did that when the energy amplification. And I talked to them because they were itself, they could say, can't do the X amount of people that they don't. But I will. They didn't get shit in the past. I don't know if they work with me right now. The divorce is not officially over, and because it took like 5 or 6 years, the thing has been quote unquote dropped, but I'm going to basically try to redo the restraining order against my ex and keep it up to date. Next year, I don't have to deal with this shit. I had to contact my friend to help me get out of the room. Okay. Right. They got it. Yes. Okay, in that case, he's not going to and but I think that's kind of like is a public thing. But I think this is also more than 5 years old now.
What's up?
That was pretty cool. He did. I did that. They did jack shit. Right when you type with me, there's like things around shit. Right. So I can show you.
I don't need to see it.
Got that.
But if I know what it looks like, it's sorry. I can get the buffer. I'm doing live interviews for people's experience.
Just flip it down. No,
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
How are you?
You know me?
Yo.
Are you in a Telegram group?
Yes.
Main group chat?
In the main group chat, yes.
Yes, let's see. I'm doing live interviews for people's experiences over here. If people wants to tell me about their experience.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, ow, my toe. Oh, my toe. It may be a pillow, but would you like to do?
Sure.
You can have a seat or stand or whatever. Would you like to be on camera or off camera?
I can be on camera, it's fine.
What is your name?
My name's Skylar.
Hi, Skylar. I'm doing this for my YouTube channel to try to help people understand what the furry fandom is and whatever else you would like to talk about. This is my YouTube channel if you'd like to watch it later. All you really have to do is, if you're in the main group chat or the volunteer chat, just look up my name. Okay, so what does the furry fandom mean to you?
The furry fandom to me means like community and like togetherness, in a sense of like having somewhere to belong and somewhere where, you know, everybody just kind of gets it, you know, just kind of understands each other on some sort of like, you know, kind of like fundamental way.
How has your experiences been so far here at the con?
Amazing. I have loved every single moment of it. I've been coming here for a couple of years now. This is now my 4th GFM. And I've been loving every single moment of it. Like, I love this con. I love that we're in a new space. I love all the effort that the con staff have also put into making sure everything runs as smooth as possible.
That is, how did you like having the wedding guests intermingle?
So I was at one of the dances last night, and some of the wedding goers came and crashed it, and it was very silly watching them like drunkenly kind of like dance and stumble around a little bit, but it seemed like everybody was having a good time, and we were just kind of doing our best not to like, you know, mess with them or anything.
The security did come to check to make sure they got removed from the places that they need to be removed from, though.
I think so. I think they also just kind of like left on their own anyways.
Yeah. Because you never want to involve yourself in drunken stuff because you can get hurt, and we don't want none of y'all to get hurt.
Exactly.
Let the animal control pick them up.
Right? Let animal control take care of the drunk normies.
Yes. What is your furry name?
My Sona is Skylar Starborn. She is a free-tailed coyote. And you know, she's kind of a part, you know, a fun-loving, very, you know, happy and joking and all that, and you know, just pretty energetic and everything. And lately, she's been going through being very sassy. So
Yeah. So, is there anything? Did you attend any of the panels?
I went to a couple of the panels. A friend of mine was hosting their first panel on, I think it was Friday, and they did really good. It was like a comedy panel, and they got way more laughs out of it than they expected to, so that was always a bonus.
Is there anything you would like to share?
Trans rights.
Absolutely. Is there anything you would like to say to beginning furries?
Any what, sorry?
Beginning furries.
Honestly,
Baby furries, as I call them.
baby first. So find your niche, find your group of friends, and don't be afraid to like make new friends as well, and don't be afraid to like, you know, talk to people and say hi. Generally, most people are very, very friendly and willing to help, you know, guide you through your experiences in the furry fandom and everything. And it's all just a learning experience, so don't take like rejection or anything too hard as well. But because we're all here together, we're all socially awkward, you know, so we're all just trying to have fun.
Which, being in a fursuit or even in a cosplay suit, you get to play as someone else, so you don't have to, be so awkward.
Right. It definitely helps. Being in a fursuit definitely helps a lot. Especially with those who aren't like too confident in themselves, but like putting on the fursuit, it makes a whole world of difference.
Yes, it does. What would you have to say to those that have anxiety? What's the best thing to do?
Honestly, to just center yourself, find something that grounds you, and focus on that. And eventually, when you start calming yourself down, your breathing's normaled out and everything, and having anxieties about different experiences. Honestly, just kind of remember that you kind of only get to really experience some things once, so you might as well just try it.
Yes.
You never know, you might have fun.
Also, if that don't work, I would recommend going outside and getting a breath of fresh air.
That too. Fresh air definitely helps out a lot.
And splashing cold water in the face.
A little bit.
I am Iroppoi Spiritwolf. Thank you for the interview.
Of course.
Also, I'm a walking apothecary, so.
Fair enough.
If you want to see this, my channel's here, and my name is also in the group chat. It's Iroppoi Spiritwolf.
Okay.
Your interview will be on there because it's going to be in the live section.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, you have a couple comments.
Oh.
Hi. And what's happening here? So I didn't see those because I was asking you questions.
You're good.
So you had three hellos from someone.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good
I'm
one.
here until 9. Okay, so I need to stand. Okay, so you guys have learned a little bit what each person thinks of the fandom and how to actually interact with people when you are feeling anxiety, feeling stressed. Also, I recommend if you have anxiety in public speaking and you're furry, just imagine yourself in your fursuit and go with it, because that will actually help out a lot. What time's your shift over? I mean, is someone going to come relieve you? Huh? Mind if I come over there and do the interview? Do you want to be on camera or off camera? I'm going to be here until 9. As my husband told me, pimp this out and get people to watch this stuff. Because he's new to the furry fandom and he's 63 years old. And yes, he is 63 years old. He is new to the fandom, and I've taught him as much as I could, and I would like other people to explain it to him too. He watches the channel all the time. He watches how his videos go up. He watches how I'm doing, and he sees y'all's reactions. I'm 37.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm usually around here running around with a Zelda shirt on, but I didn't have no clean one, so I'm wearing Stitch.
Sounds like an actual nightmare to me at this point, but also I just
My mother-in-law is happy that I'm doing this. I'm doing live interviews for your experience if you'd like to do them. My husband chose a fox for his because that's what he sees himself as. And mine is the two spirit wolves that follow me around. One of the moon and one of life and one of death. Oh, grounding tools. I got them everywhere. I just cannot find what I'm actually looking for. This table's a little way too wobbly. I am doing interviews to find out how your experience was at the con. The other Dillard Inn is down there. It's not 18. I take it out. I hope I don't take it out. I still have one of these in my bag. I thought I took them all out. The Rat King came by and he gave them to me. Where's that? Where's that? I need it. I need it. I need it. By the way, the tail could be hard to sit on sometimes. Come on, where are you? I also do tarot card readings. If anyone wants those, I'm here too. Found you. Looking for a liquid IV. Look at his ceiling, everyone. Ironically, it's only in the middle states that you'll see it be summertime.
It just feels so nice out, you know?
Yep.
Not bad for fall, really.
I can't really say what was going on furthermore because
I am doing live interviews for anyone that would like to share their experience with the con, about the con.
nice.
That was over to here. Thank you much.
Where's a freaking trash can? I do not like people that litter. Oh, crap. So how many cons have you staffed?
This is my first year as staff for this one. I haven't done any other staff. I haven't been, the only ones that I've been to were 2018 I went to MFF and this one. This one was my first one and MFF was the second one. 2019 I went to Pittsburgh, did AnthamCon for the first time. And then just becoming, this one.
I got some friends that lived over on the East Coast. Their parents was going to take them to, because they are like autistic and they're under that mental health rule that they cannot be their legal guardian. Hi. Hi.
All right. Well,
I've done it
are you
like
just gonna do the interview like right here? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just need to. Well, I guess I'm not going in there, so I guess I don't need to show my ID.
no.
Well, anyway, I'm assuming you don't want to be in there. Like you're not gonna be in there. So,
That's more the adult stuff.
all right. Do you like have all your camera like stuff? Oh, you're just gonna use your phone. All right.
I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've been on live for 37 minutes and 10 seconds so far.
So you're like doing a live and you're just like waiting people to be interviewed?
Talk about their experiences, whatever.
Am I framed?
No.
Okay. All right, cool.
Oh no, this is just my phone.
Yeah, I know, you said that.
The frame is like that wall.
This wall?
Well, technically it will be, but it's focused on me right now.
All right, so
You can sit down if you
you
like.
trying to start the interview?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
What would you like me to talk about with you today?
Well, you mentioned the screens on our Instagram conversation.
Yeah.
So with that, I was at the dance comp, and I was like in the very, very back. One of my friends went in like the front, so they obviously got a better experience than we did. But the screens, I was mainly looking at it through the screen. But,
Yeah.
I would say like I
Would you come a little closer, because you're a little quiet?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, great. But this is live stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when I was in there, it was like, and I was also like in suit for some of the time, which like it was dark in there, so like that wasn't really the part of the of like the screen or anything like that. But I don't know if there was like some kind of way to get raised seating or something like platform, because like all the seats were on the same level.
Yeah.
So it was like a little bit difficult to like people in the back were kind of like, and
You was at the dance competition?
yeah, well, I was there. I didn't compete, but I was just in the audience. Yeah.
That's actually what I would recommend for like putting stuff there, is like having like some boards or something, because that's part of the grand ballroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some boards.
Yeah, like take some boards and make a little like bleacher
Make a
type.
little like kind of almost like a stadium setup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would certainly help. Just like some kind of raised seating, because this was an issue with last year as well. Because I was at GFM 24. This isn't my first rodeo. It is my first rodeo shooting though. But last year, was my first time ever, and it was still like hard to see the dance comp. But everybody in there was like really, it was really cool. It was really fun, even though I couldn't like see everything. But I would say that definitely some raised seating. It almost kind of like reminds you of like when you go to a concert, right?
Yep.
Like if you're up in the
Nosebleed section.
yeah, or like a lot of like rock and metal concerts are at this venue called, well, it's called the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, but if you're an old head, you call it Riverport because that's what it used to be called.
Sorry, I've only been there once.
Really? What concert?
I didn't go for the concert. I went to pick someone up.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean, to be fair, it's like not really in St. Louis. It's
No,
more,
it's in Creve Coeur.
No, Riverport's an outdoor venue. You might be thinking of a different one.
Hollywood. Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, the Hollywood Casino amp. There's like the, I mean, there is kind of like raised seating and stuff like that, but it's an outdoor venue.
Yeah, I've been over there
Yeah, no.
to pick someone up.
It's an outdoor venue, which is like good for summer concerts if the weather isn't terrible. But, you know, I was up in the 200s, and, you know, I was seeing Green Day. Billy Joe looked like a little ant. And, but yeah, the screens, like, there definitely helped, and sometimes the screens, like, glitched out a little bit here, but,
Yeah.
so that was annoying, but, I would say overall, like, get some raised seating so that people can, and, like, especially, I mean, I can't really, like, this isn't coming from me personally, but maybe some, like,
More chairs.
but also, like, some wheelchair accessible, like, because I know you guys have, like, a sign language interpreter, but as somebody, like, I couldn't, like, really, I don't know how it works, like, if people who are hard of hearing can, like, get something to, like, be closer to.
So you're saying basically, we let the people that's hard of hearing,
Yeah.
wheelchairs, sit closer to the front so they can hear and see.
Yeah.
And
And like if you've got a wheelchair, you know, like it's hard to like fit
yeah,
because you're not sitting in like one of the chairs.
yes.
Yeah. That's kind of my opinion on it. And also just like raised seating would really help.
So, how did you like any of the other panels?
The other panels, like I said, this is my second con. Second time going here. But the other panels, my favorite panel, my favorite panel was nap time. Nap
time.
Okay, actually, well, there were so many good panels. I also really liked the Makers Celebration panels. Most of the panels I went to were secondary. My friend kind of like really wanted to go to the dance comp, so I went with them. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, because I saw you guys go in.
Yeah, I was there, and I was in the very back. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you're.
Yes.
Oh, you're one of the judges.
You were the first dance and a judge.
First dance. So you can be a dancer and one of the judges.
Yep.
Oh wow. How do they like choose the judges? Do you know?
I have no.
We have a group that we have
I would
to
say
really get to do it.
no. I was thinking though, a lion.
I enjoyed it because this is my first time judging, being
Yeah.
a dancer, a professional dancer myself.
Still like
I enjoy it, I really love it. I even, the dance I did was dedicated to my mom.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What was your? Were you dancing?
you can still do your silver.
I was the first one that went.
Ah.
First judge that went. It was James Wolf.
I feel like doing
Cool.
I
Yeah.
understand where you come from, but having the raised seating, what we should do is, I was going to mention this to Caffeine, how they do it at Androcon is they let them use the actual stage.
Oh.
And if they let us use the actual stage for the dancers, we know how you're running and how much space you got and what you're going to need. But it's best if they have to use the stage.
Yeah.
This way you can see what they're actually doing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because them being on the floor, you can't, if their move ends up going on the floor, you can't really see them because of the way the camera is.
Yeah.
The camera is focused on them, and they're on that boat. It's like you be off, they're on the floor. You can't see what they're actually doing because they're on the floor. If they were on the stage, because it's focused on the stage, you can actually see when they're what they're doing hitting on the floor.
That's a good point because that's what they did at Anime St. Louis. Because I also went to Anime St. Louis, and they did like idol groups who danced, and you know I could see just fine the whole time, even though I was like in the middle to the back.
What we can see for like the dance competition to make it a little bit more roomy, because all those panels from the one from where it's panel 2, panel 1, that's all the grand ballroom. We can see when there's no panels going on and these dance competitions are the only ones, push us off to the side, make more room.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
can't, but it depends on if they will let us. It's how it's set up. If it's with how they have that blocked off, it's because they want to make it a panel room. So yeah, hopefully next year I will have.
We'd be able to
I'll
contact.
have my panel on mascot.
I think we should be able to talk to the committee of this whole thing and
There's like a
get them to help get things, you know, a little bit more accessible. I agree with you.
And also, like, I don't know. I don't know what you thought of the venue, but honestly, this venue, I know they expanded the venue because this venue is big, like, because we outgrew the old venue. Right?
Yeah.
But
I've never been to that one.
The other ones?
This is the first JFM one I've been to.
Oh, really?
I went to one in 2006 in Columbia, Missouri, in Peace Park.
In Columbia?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I just graduated high school, and
Because you're local, you live in the St. Louis area, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
And they literally we did not have no place for the DJ setup, nothing. We were literally jam packed.
Wow.
The city would
How
not.
many attendees?
There was over 400, and Peace Park is not that big.
Not 400. I don't know how many attendees are here.
A lot more than that.
Yeah, and I mean the main complaint about the old venue is that I think it was like lack of food and lack of lodging. I know there's a lot of hotels around here. I mean, I'm a commuter, you know, I just drive from my house to here.
So do I.
I have to find a place to park, and that can kind of be a pain in the ass, but I park in the Cardinal lot. It's basically a straight line from here, so, and it's like the parking rate isn't that bad. It's like 14 for 10 hours.
You know, there's usually a lot of parking around here too.
Yeah, but it's like all paid, you know. I really think that I feel like if they hired maybe like a venue that's not, like if they booked a venue that's maybe not in this like kind of area, they could like get a cheaper one and also like have on-site parking.
There's a lot of places in St. Louis that is like have good venues that don't have parking.
Oh yeah.
Like in Webster Groves.
The old one wasn't really in the city. I think it was actually in St. Charles County.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
I guess this is like, I don't know, I'm kind of speaking as somebody who lives in St. Charles County. And I admit, I am pretty car dependent, but like, you kind of have to be when you live in St. Charles County because the public transport is non-existent. And
Webster Groves, the buses will only run about maybe once, twice a week.
yeah.
And Brentwood has the Metro Link bus station,
Oh yeah.
the main one.
Yeah.
So, one more question.
Yes.
What do you think about the furry fandom?
What do I think about the furry fandom? I have been in this fandom for, I would say, like, since I was 12. And I'm turning 22. So I kind of got my way around the block.
10 years.
Yeah, about. I would argue, like, maybe even earlier, because, like, the thing about the furry fandom is that it's not, it doesn't, like, revolve around one piece of media. You know, like, the Star Wars fandom is for Star Wars, for example, right?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I'm a Trekkie and I go to that.
Yeah, no. I mean, Star Wars has also been existing for, like, God, almost 50 years. But
Yeah.
the furry fandom, I would say, I've met some good people. I've also met some not so good people, but that's neither here nor there. There are good and bad people in every place. And I don't know, as someone who is, well, I'm an adult, I would give my advice to people, especially like younger people who want to get into this fandom, is be careful. You know, like, if I don't know, people can be crazy. You know, like, I'm not saying like don't talk to anybody, but you might want to keep your boundaries like, if you
Strict.
feel safe, keep them away with a 10-foot pole. You know, like especially.
I would say 20 feet if you're under the age of 20-foot pole for people that are under the age of 15.
Oh yeah.
Boundaries.
Yeah, no.
You don't have enough people to let it set up to help with security.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
well, like last night, I had six kids try to get into the dance comp, and they were like 8 and 9 years old,
Right.
and their parents was not even nowhere to be found.
That's crazy.
And I said, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. They go, nope, go.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I know it was an all ages event, but like if you need
If-
parent supervision if you're like under.
A certain age, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're technically 17, you can go in, 13, you can go in, but
But like
if you
you're
are,
under the age of 13, you get parent. Or
yeah, you definitely have to have a parent. So it's like, I can't let you in. I'm sorry. I used to be a person that gave samples at Costco.
Yeah.
If your parent was not with you, nope, you cannot have
Yeah,
this.
no, that's
And I had
like-
a kid take a tray and throw it at me, and I said,
You know, kids
go
do-
find your parent.
Yeah.
Were
But
there parents like on the premises when you had like
Okay, so
like were the parents even like on?
no, their parents was in their room.
Oh, like
The
in their
parent-
room in this hotel though?
Yes, and the thing is, if the kids are attending the event, the parent or their tag along that's an adult has to be with them.
Yeah, they tag along. How old were the kids?
8 and 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, their parent has to be with them all the time.
Yeah, no. I
Like,
mean,
And they were trying-
Were they by themselves?
That's why I put in.
Convention or not is insane.
No,
Hey.
convention or not, you're right. They're not
But
supposed to be
especially
alone.
at a convention.
yeah, no. Like,
I had to get the little boy from the wedding guest go back over there because he was lost. He was crying, and he came and got me.
That's so.
And I'm-
So the guy, the little boy from the wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
he was the ring bearer.
People like I don't know. I work at Walmart.
But his dad was drunk. They went to the bathroom, and his dad left him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I went up to the bride of the parents. I said, "Is he yours?" Yes, he is. I go, well, he said Daddy left him in the bathroom. He saw me and asked me for directions, and I brought
Yeah,
him.
okay. Like, I feel like if that, I don't know. I feel like if like 8 or 9, you can usually like trust a kid to go to the bathroom by themselves. But like, if you're like in a big place like this, you know,
The-
like maybe if they have an older sibling or something, it's like,
The-
hey, you know, keep them in line.
And the siblings over the age of 18.
Yeah, that's true.
In the
that's true.
cons, yes, they could go to the bathroom, but the 18-year-old should be somewhere around.
Yeah. No.
Now, for the wedding guest, that little boy was only 4,
Oh my.
and the father left him
4?
in the bathroom
Oh.
by
no.
himself.
Or it's usually like an age where people will still like take their kids inside the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know now at Six Flags in St. Louis, they have it to where at a certain time they have to have a parent or guardian who's at least over the age of 21 be in the park with them now.
If you're under the age of 18.
If you're under the age of like 17, if you're under the age of like 15.
Then you gotta have
A lot of
yeah.
malls also do this
Yeah,
now.
they did that because even with at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios in Orlando, last year they had teens that are in middle school, terrorizing.
She backed up, so
you know,
I did not want to put you in the frame, so I'm
they
right
were
here.
terrorizing and starting fights, and they didn't have adult supervision. So it's like this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
They even did that at Fright Fest, where you had to have someone who was at least 21 years or older who had to be accompanied at least under the age of 15.
You can check the interview out on my channel.
So that
If you take a picture of that or just look at it
this way.
for your
Yeah.
guys.
So that this way, has to be in the park. It's like, well, I can't drop on. No, you cannot drop them off. Like, theme parks are not a babysitter.
No, they're not.
They're not a babysitter.
Near there's malls, and
Yes, and I've seen that happen too. And they'll just like run everywhere and start trouble, and it's
And
not
let me just
fair.
say something. Neither are libraries.
no, they're
Neither are
not.
libraries because both my parents. Well, my dad is still a librarian, but my mom used to be a librarian.
I got it.
And the amount of people who have like not taken care, like watched their kids.
I kept you out of the frame like you asked.
Crazy.
No, it's like it's fine if I have my cat on.
Okay. I do a lot of respect.
No, it's fair. I just don't like having. I don't like having my
Image out there, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. People need to take care of their kids. People need to like, I don't know. And I work at Walmart, so like sometimes kids be doing like some crazy stuff. You know,
I got
like,
friends that are I got friends that are like family at Walmart here in Maplewood.
Oh yeah, I work at the one like way out on Highway K.
Yeah, I know where that's at. I visited that one once
Yeah.
for a bag clip. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's a pretty big Walmart. It's a supercenter.
So one more question.
Yeah.
What would you have to say for young, as I call them, baby furries that would have really bad anxiety?
Okay, well, I'm diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. So for younger furries with anxiety, it's like you kind of gotta realize that like, okay, especially if you're like under the age of like if you're like still a little kid, like if you're like 10 or something. Definitely go with like somebody you trust, like your parent, or like an older sister, or somebody.
I mean,
like
like,
your brother, sister.
when they have anxiety, when they're around a lot of people, even when their parents
Yeah, no,
around.
I mean, I was just saying, like having somebody you trust can alleviate some of that anxiety. But I would say that like you kind of just gotta let go, and like if you think people are judging you, it's like we're all kind of like
Awkward.
weirdos here. Like
I'm not. I'm not an emo.
I said weirdos.
Sometimes you just have to like stop giving a shit for lack of better words.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just kind of gotta like let go of like your your shame. You gotta let go of like you gotta let go of like you just gotta realize that like you only live once and you don't want to be.
Can I pause you for a second? You guys can put your stuff like right here if you like.
Oh, okay. My God. Sorry. Oh, you guys trying to set up? Do you want coconut? Do we have anything else in there?
I don't think so. I think it was literally just like your
My yeah.
Thank you. I just want to let y'all know you can put your stuff over here.
Okay.
This is
Anyway.
why I picked this space.
Yeah, no. But anyways, but I would say like for young furries, anxiety and who are like afraid to come here. And like especially if you ever like get into a situation where you don't know what to do or you need help, go to a volunteer or somebody like on staff. They're everywhere and they're here to help you. So if things go south, go to one of those people and so yeah, go ask upon people if you need help. Maybe go with like someone you trust and are comfortable enough with if you don't want to go alone, or if you have to go. Okay, you probably shouldn't go alone if you're like.
If you're underage, don't go alone. Always go with a parent,
Yes.
guardian, tag along,
Yeah.
someone over the age of 18.
Yeah, if you're under the age of 18, you should probably go with somebody. You should probably go with somebody regardless, just because.
Safety in groups.
Yes, exactly. Like me and my friends, and we all like walk to our car together, because.
Especially here.
Yeah, especially here.
My husband used to work at Union Station, okay? Their pay for parking is more than this place is.
Oh yeah.
Even if you get a ticket, like my husband used to work there, and he would get free passes because he was security.
Oh.
But a normal
Like
normal parking is $50 a day.
Oh wow. I mean, okay.
And they also have an aquarium. They have the Ferris wheel. They have the.
I went to the aquarium, yeah. But honestly, it's like, I don't know. I would honestly just rather go to the St. Louis Zoo.
And I'm going to say this. I would never recommend the furry group go there. My husband used to work at Union Station. They got rid of him. They tried to get rid of him for 8 years because he's gay. He's old, and they bullied a transgender worker. They bullied transgender people that was going there, and they would Union Station Hotel.
Yeah. Union Station Hotel.
A transgender's car got smashed in by one of these security guards that did not like them, and they did not do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's
And
terrible.
secondary will go and start harassing transgenders, homosexuals working there. They got catering people that are getting harassed. That's
they just
lesbian,
go-
gay, all of it.
Wow. And
And-
your husband worked there for a long time?
8 years.
Wow.
And here's the thing, I'm going to tell you, this is why I recommend no one going there. He just met one of the people that used to be a valet over there. They fired them, and I actually hired gang members to work there as security, as their valets as well.
Yeah. That is, yeah. I did not know that Union Station had such a dark, like, underbelly, because I went there, the aquarium once, and I mean, my only complaint is that, like, admission costs like $25. I don't know. St. Louis Zoo is better anyways.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any shade.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Ironically,
And if you-
back in 2005, the tiger actually jumped out of its little spot, and it was walking around. They couldn't catch
Oh,
it. I
yeah.
looked at it and said, "Come on," and started following me around.
The tigers? That's crazy. I bet you were scared.
Nope.
No?
I was raised. If an animal senses you're fearing, especially a wild animal, they will attack.
That is a good point. But like inside, we're probably like,
Nope.
no.
I grew up around wolves around my home.
So you're kind
And-
of used to it.
I'm used to them coming up and being, I need help. I need help. I
Yeah.
birthed pups.
Yeah.
When I was
They're
5.
little puppies, yeah.
So, what was your furry name?
What's my furry name? Well, I have multiple personas. This is Free Love, but my general like internet person name is Rebby, and but this fursuit specifically, I just kind of like. I like just kind of used what I had and like I made her. Her name is Free Love, and
She's very, very fluffy and very creative.
thank you. Yeah, but
You had a lot to say too. What is your persona's name?
The name of my persona and just like being done online in general is Chicago.
Chicago?
I'm not from there. It's actually just like a it's a reference to Winter's Mighty clothing during its development.
yeah,
I don't know how to explain this to like a normal person.
I don't know.
It's okay. I don't understand it, but you don't need to explain it.
I've had this persona for most of my life at this point, because I made them when I was 10 years old. Their design has barely changed. And this specific fursuit, I've been working on since like 2019. Still hasn't been completely finished. Like, this predates COVID.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's still not done. I graduated high school, and this suit hasn't been done.
I heard this thing in like, in like 3 days.
I wished I still had my original one that my friend made me. I told you what happened to that one.
Yeah, you did.
My brother's dog ate it. It was made of real wolf fur. She went out and collected it where the fur would be left on trees and everything. Washed it off and sewed it in. My brother's dog ate it. It was a beautiful wolf.
Yeah, my dog got a hold of some of the fur scraps, and I just had to like, hey yo, cut that out.
I found someone in here that would create my white wolf tail, because I got a small one from Johnny Brock's. I got these from Johnny Brock's. They're kid size.
Are they like the legal kind? Oh. They're kind of pop are. I have small hands, so it's probably fit me.
Well, they came with the gray wolf hat, and the hat don't fit. So,
Nice.
well, I'm going to end it now because I gotta go volunteer.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. You had like 6 highs. You had 1 high.
I had one eye.
1 high.